Imagine for a moment a world where every person you meet is a mirror of something within you, a universe where our deepest fears, greatest strengths, and unspoken dreams are connected by a common thread. What if I told you this isn't just imagination, but a reality hidden within our own psyche, and that by understanding archetypes, we can connect with others more meaningfully, gain insight into our personal challenges, and navigate life with greater self-awareness and empathy? In the field of human psychology, a singular figure casts a long shadow across our understanding of the inner workings of the mind: Carl Jung. Born in 1875 in Switzerland, Jung, a psychiatrist and one-time associate of the Austrian neurologist and founder of psychoanalysis Sigmund Freud, did more than probe the depths of the mind. He connected us to an array of shared psychic structures that unite humanity across divides of time, geography, and culture. While mainstream psychology often focuses on observable behaviors, measurable cognitive processes, and empirical validation, Jung straddled the line between the scientific and the mystical, drawing upon dream analysis, alchemy, mythology, religion, and art to expand the scope of what we understand about the unconscious. To some in the field of mainstream psychology, Jung's ideas may seem unscientific, but his influence is undeniable. His concepts of the collective unconscious and archetypes have permeated not only psychology, but also literature, art, and popular culture. Why should you care about archetypes? Because they offer a lens through which we can view the collective narrative of humanity and our individual roles within it. So let's dive together in the depths of the psyche to understand the collective unconscious, which we will soon learn is, according to Jung, one of the three major components of the human psyche. The psyche's tripartite structure. Carl Jung's visionary model of the psyche presents a tripartite structure akin to the layers of an ancient city. At the surface lies consciousness, the bustling marketplace of thoughts, sensation, and ego, where we actively engage with the world. Beneath this lies the personal unconscious, the catacombs of forgotten memories and suppressed experiences, a reservoir that shapes personal narratives in ways we barely perceive. Yet deeper still lies the collective unconscious, the bedrock of shared human heritage. These three realms are not isolated. They interact in a dynamic interplay, influencing our behaviors and experiences, often through dreams. Jung's map of the psyche thus illuminates the hidden influences beneath our conscious life, guiding us to a richer understanding of the self and our shared human journey. Archetypes and universal patterns. Archetypes, the legacy of Carl Jung, are the unseen architects of the human psyche. In the words of Carl Jung, an archetype is like an old watercourse along which the water of life has flowed for centuries, digging a deep channel for itself. The longer it has flowed in this channel, the more likely it is that sooner or later, the water will return to its old bed. From Civilization and Transition, the collective works of C.G. Jung. Nestled within the collective unconscious, there are universal psychic structures that surface in our behaviors, dreams, and shared cultural myths. These innate patterns form a common psychological language, transcending individual experiences and uniting humanity across the expanse of time and culture. They're the threads woven into the fabric of our collective human tapestry, influencing not only individual journeys, but also the stories we tell as a species. By understanding archetypes, we tap into the shared well of human experience, uncovering the commonalities that bind us in our diversity, echoing our ancestral voices in the modern psyche. Symbolism and the role of archetypes. Carl Jung's fascination with the symbology found in religion and myth was the crucible in which his concept of archetypes was forged. These symbols, recurring across cultural narratives and individual dreams, are the language through which the archetypes communicate, offering us glimpses into the shared human psyche. In dreams, myths, and religious rituals, these archetypes emerge, telling tales as old as humanity itself. They shape the stories we tell, the beliefs we hold dear, and the characters we embody in life's drama. Jung's insight into these symbols opened a window into understanding the archetypes and their pivotal role in both our personal journeys and our collective human saga. Cultural influences on Jung's work. Carl Jung's intellectual journey was as much a geographical voyage as it was a psychological exploration. His travels to places like East Africa and India were not mere sightseeing trips. They were profound engagements with cultures vastly different from his own. These experiences enriched his understanding of the human psyche, confirming his hypothesis of the collective unconscious. By observing the lives and rituals of people untouched by Western civilization, he found recurring themes and symbols, affirming their universal presence across humanity. These encounters broadened his perspective, allowing him to see beyond the Western lens and appreciate the deep-seated psychic patterns that bind all human cultures. This cross-cultural lens was vital in shaping his concept of archetypes, proving their existence beyond the confines of any single society and emphasizing their role in the shared human experience. Major Jungian archetypes. In the psychological landscape sketched by Carl Jung, 4 primary archetypes stand out: the self, the persona, the shadow, and the anima animus. Each plays a pivotal role in the theater of the mind, essential characters in the drama of individuation, which is Jung's process of becoming wholly oneself. The self is the epicenter, the nucleus around which the other archetypes and elements of personality orbit. It is the quest for the self that drives the journey of individuation, striving for a balance between the conscious and the unconscious, external life and inner reality. The persona is the mask we wear, the role we play on life's stage, shaped by society's expectations and our desire to fit in. It's a necessary part of functioning in the world, but can become a trap if we identify with it too closely, mistaking the mask for our true self. The shadow harbors our darker aspects, the parts we deny or hide from ourselves and others. Engaging with the shadow is perhaps the most challenging part of the individuation process. It requires us to confront what we'd rather not see, but it is essential for growth to have this confrontation. The anima and animus represent the feminine and masculine energies within us, regardless of gender. The anima is the man's inner woman, the animus, the woman's inner man. These archetypes guide us towards psychological balance, helping us to integrate qualities we might otherwise see as opposite or other. Understanding and integrating these archetypes is a transformative act, leading not just to self-knowledge, but the alchemy of the psyche, where personality transforms and evolves, forging the unique individual from the common clay of humanity. The self as the central archetype. At the core of Jungian psychology lies the self archetype, a pivotal force that seeks to harmonize the multitude of inner voices and conflicting impulses that comprise the human psyche. It's akin to the conductor of an orchestra, ensuring that each component plays in synchrony to create a cohesive whole. This central archetype transcends personal identity, delving into the universal. It is often expressed in symbols prevalent in religious texts and mythological tales, resonating with the collective unconscious. These symbols often present in mandalas or intricate representations of wholeness and the union of opposites, reflecting the self's role as the mediator between the conscious and unconscious realms. In essence, the self archetype acts as a bridge, connecting the personal with the universal, the individual with the collective. Its manifestations and cultural symbols serve as a reminder of our own shared human journey towards self-realization and unity. Understanding the self within this broader context allows for a deeper appreciation of both our unique personal narrative and our connection to the universal story of humanity. Persona and shadow dynamics. The interplay between the persona and the shadow forms a critical dynamic in our psychological development. The persona, akin to a mask worn in a theatrical performance, represents the part of ourselves we present to the world. It's the socially acceptable facade that conforms to societal expectations, often hiding our true feelings to fit in or get ahead. The shadow, on the other hand, is the hidden closet of our psyche where we shove away traits we deem undesirable or unacceptable. Our insecurities, past traumas, and forbidden desires. It's the part of us that we often deny or project onto others. For genuine personal growth, Jung emphasized the need to reconcile these two elements. Integrating the shadow into our conscious awareness isn't about casting off the persona, but about acknowledging and harmonizing our full range of traits, light and dark. It is a delicate dance of self-acceptance where we must embrace our imperfections and vulnerabilities as much as our public persona. This integration fosters a more authentic self as we no longer split our identity between what's acceptable and what's not. Instead, we move towards a more whole, balanced individual, capable of deep introspection and self-understanding. In bringing light to the shadow, we can transform its latent energies into a source of strength, creativity, and personal insight. Anima and Animus. Within the human psyche, two of the most compelling figures are the Anima and Animus. These contrasexual archetypes represent the feminine and masculine energies that dwell within us, regardless of our gender. The Anima, present in men, embodies the totality of feminine psychological qualities, while the Animus, in women, represents masculine traits. They are the yin to our yang, the subconscious counterparts to our conscious gender identity. Jung posited that these archetypes are crucial in shaping our behaviors, attractions, and the dynamics of our relationships. To achieve personal growth and balance, we must acknowledge and integrate these energies, allowing us to become more complete, empathetic, and versatile individuals. In the dance of the Anima and Animus, we find the choreography of our inner world, a duet that, when harmonized, leads to profound understanding of ourselves and our connections with others. As we conclude our introduction to Jung's archetypes, remember that this is merely the beginning of a larger exploration into the depths of the psyche. If today's journey into the world of Jung has sparked a flame of curiosity within you, let's keep that flame alive by clicking on this video for a deep dive into one of Carl Jung's most powerful archetypal patterns, the shadow, where we discover the darker, uncharted aspects of the psyche and learn how confronting them can lead to profound personal growth.